Graffiti is something that we can appreciate because people that we've grown up have done it. You know what I'm saying? And it's the art form that we can appreciate and understand. Like art forms like Picasso and Michelangelo, we can appreciate, but we can't really understand it. But with graffiti, we can understand it and appreciate it because, like I said, it's something that everybody does. Like I'm from the streets of Chicago, so and in the streets of Chicago, it's different because everybody really comes up with a crew and tagging or in some way, shape or form relates to tagging or relates to graphics in terms of a gang or something like that. But it's an art form that I appreciate, and I think everybody, it's one of those art forms that's really not taken as seriously as it's supposed to be.
This mural and just the whole art project that we encountered these past few days in Chicago, it just left me with, just the inspiration that I felt being an artist before, and now going to school with my studies and struggling with just the issue of who I am, American Muslim identity. And this brought again together so many aspects as far as, this resistance to materialism and just bringing out the spirituality of such a simple message of spread salam, spread peace. And inshallah, this has been an inspiration for me to further activism and to work with people in my community as well. And it's been an eye-opener.
In the history of Islam, like you wonder, like, where has the art gone? Islam is still here. You know what I'm saying? And we see that Islam is still here, but where is the art gone? You look at like different places that Islam has ruled, in terms of like Europe, in terms of the Middle East, in terms of Africa, and you see the designs, you see the patterns, and you see these things, and you see the dome, and you see different things that Muslims created. But then all of a sudden there's like this time period where it just stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like art in Islam had just stopped, and nobody appreciated it, and nobody affiliated art with Islam. But like what you do, you know what I'm saying, in terms of graffiti and bringing it back, it brings like a whole different aspect to the game. Like it gives us a whole different avenue to express ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's very important. Like for us younger generation, because we don't know whether to write raps, you know what I'm saying? We don't know how to express our artisticness and still keep like our Islamic belief. So that's wonderful.
But don't understand graffiti, would just look at it as a crime, and I think, watching the fire department and them looking at it, they probably thought, look, they're tagging on this wall. They're using aerosol. And aerosol in the first place is illegal in Chicago. You're not supposed to use aerosol at all. If you go to a store in the city of Chicago, you can't find paint. You have to go to a suburb, go travel to a hardware store and find it and bring it back into the city. Other than that, it's banned from the city. So there's already a bad image on graffiti as it is. And so on top of that, being Muslim and being everything else, I'm thinking, man, they just don't like art. They don't like the culture of it. They don't.
That's what.
I got lucky, because my friend had gotten caught and he did a year in prison, and two other friends did about 4 or 5 months in prison. But just to show, like, graffiti is just an outlaw here. It's just. I mean, they'll put you in prison for graffiti. A prison where people are murderers, kidnappers, abusers, and you, as a graffiti, like, why are you locked up for? Doing artwork? What? You got all these crazy, like, mobsters and gangsters, and you're in there for graffiti? Like, why? So, I mean, I've only been here living in Chicago for 3 years, but, one thing for sure I've learned by traveling around different neighborhoods, it's a very segregated city. There's no doubt about it. It is the most segregated place I've ever been to. I mean, you see, as I'm driving around right now, I'll tell you where I'm going to start going to neighborhoods.
Really?
We're going to be in one community, and then we're going to go over a bridge, and it's going to be all nothing but black folks. And then we go to another side, nothing but white folks. Then we jump, nothing but Mexicans. Everything just blocked, and like, it's amazing. It's pretty crazy, and people don't think of it as segregated. There ain't no segregation here anymore. This is the street I live in.
Okay.
This is a community that I've loved to embrace, and it's called Pilson. And here in Pilson, it used to be a a Jewish town, and then after the Jews came the Czechs. So the Pilson is actually a Czechoslovakian word. And then around the 1970s, Mexicans started migrating in, and they pretty much have taken over since the 70s, and it's nothing but a Mexican neighborhood. It is surrounded by stockyards and industrial, and it's being gentrified now. And I'm pretty sure in England, gentrification is an issue as well. So that's what's happening here right now. So it's a big movement. About a month ago, there was about a 50,000 march here because I'm pretty sure you're aware what's going on with the Mexican people, with the immigrants, and they're trying to kick all of them out, and they're building a wall and the borders of Mexico. But anyhow, so there's a lot of activity and activism in this neighborhood, and of course, out of all that, what always comes out of that is artwork. You know, young people trying to express themselves, and I think that's why this neighborhood has really pushed the arts, because they know that as a community going through a lot of struggle and pain and being reminded of where you're from and, you know, your parents, what they got here, they find themselves just, you know, expressing themselves in various ways.
As we see here, we have some work by AerosolArabic, aka Muhammad Ali, here at Ikna Dawa Center in Chicago, Illinois. Here he is doing his Art and Islam tour. Here's the Salam design. As you can see, it says Salam. Then we have peace, which is going to be written. This is the first day. It's about Maghrib time here at Ikna Dawa Center in Chicago.